Hello everybody and welcome back to Aurora 4X. I of course am Sir Beardian, and today we are going to be continuing on with getting ourselves a nice little combat fleet. Now I'm just having a quick look real quick before we actually get stuck into it. I'm just going to have a quick look at the nest and see what, if anything, we actually need on this thing that we don't actually have in storage. So the 1250 engine, we've got that. Watchtowers, well, the ammunition. So we need the 55's passive sensors. We don't actually have any of those components that we're building, so we're actually just gonna get a couple of those real quick. Actually, how much of that is how much of the ship is actually sensor? 1.4%. Not worth it. Yeah. Okay. So it's fine. We'll actually just build the nest straight up. One last. Oh no, it's tooled anyway. Never mind. So we are going to now start construction on the nest. Namesake and build. Okay, that is going to take until November 63, so not that long, to be honest. We're currently in June, so only a couple months. Mainly because, well, a good portion of the nest's cost is actually just going to be engine. Yeah, half of its engine. Because hangars are super cheap. Half of its engine. So, yeah, not going to take very long at all. We're going to get ourselves a nest, and that will give us response coverage with fighters within our little within our few systems. So let's get that constructed. Okay. Slipway added to shipyard 1249, which is, yeah, for our freighters. So gonna add another one, and we're going to start constructing hauler Mark 4s. There we are. That's only gonna take until October, so we're gonna get done before the nest will, so not too huge of a deal. Mark 4s are, of course, our latest and greatest brand new light freighters. Oh, interesting. These are going to be done earlier than these. Why? Oh, right, because we had a couple of cargo handlers. So these obviously must have got the cargo handlers, and these ones get to suck. Maintenance failure, yeah, that's fine. Alflecker graving dock. This one is up to 7,000. I believe that is actually just enough. No, it's not. This one is going for our Joey. Keep going. Infrastructure, nothing special. We're almost done with this one, and then we'll be able to start building Joeys. There they are. Okay, and tool 4. Let's go have a quick double check of the design. Make sure that we have what we need. So we have 3 lasers. Fire control with just under sufficient tracking speed. Not a huge deal. We got our reactors and we got our engines. 4,000 tons exactly. Basically 0 maintenance life. And yeah, that is good. Tool it up. Now, let's go have a quick double check. I think it was 14,000 that Kanga's running at. 17,000. Okay, a little bit bigger than I remember it, but that is fine. We can't run these because these are our frigates. So we need 16. Can't convert these, so it's probably going to be this one. Yeah, this is going to be our Kanga design. I am going to build 2 Joeys because we can load one into each of our... Wait, how many of our carriers do we actually have at the moment? One. Okay, now we only have one James Cook, so... Yeah. We're going to build one Joey. And we'll just... There we go. Alright, yeah, just one, and that will be enough to get an immediate capability into our with our James Cooks. That's going to take until November 64, so it's going to take a while because we have no components for it, and I'm pretty sure that it's a bloody expensive ship. How much is it? 1,600 at 4,000 compared to 1,300 for the 7,000 ton Wallaby. So yeah, they are significantly more expensive. Perry and Nolan shipyards are up at 3,000. More weight. And one of our butchers are done. Got a few more, but early August, June, July, August, couple of weeks. It can handle a couple of weeks. It'll get patched up anyway when it gets docked. Unless the engine fails and explodes, but whatever. Okay, fuel refinery restored. Nothing fancy. The Camel got scrapped. Okay. There is one thing that we need to do. We need to get 20... You know what? I'm going to go for a straight up 30,000 ton jump drive. Jump drive, military, max efficiency, and we're going for... Yeesh, that's big. 30,000 tons. It's actually not that big. It's got it's a 3,800, well, roughly 3,800 ton jump drive, jumping 30,000 tons of ships, which is pretty reasonable efficiency up from like that, which I think is our current engines. So that's pretty good efficiency. Okay. Military jump drive. JD. This will never be naturally created, so this way we know that it's ours, and we are going to put a year on it, which is 63. There we are. Military, of course, so that our military engines can jump it. Power and propulsion, you can take over that. With no real rush on it. Mostly. Because the only things that really need that particular jump drive are the nests. And until that's built, nests can just be reactionary within our systems. Okay, shipyards. 1,000 tons capacity added. On this one. That's 10,000. Stick another 10 on it. How fast is it? August to September. That's like taking weeks now. We don't need this to be any bigger at the moment. Okay. 2 more butchers are done. How many more do we have left? Almost none. We got a automated mine. Cool. Not a lab. Not that interested. I might, now that we actually have resources, I might want to ramp up our construction capacity, because it is a little bit lower than I would like it to be. Yeah, I think once these are done, I'm going to switch entirely into construction production. What's going on with the... Something's happening. It might just be detection. Okay. Alright, so that's the last of the butchers. There we are. And we are going to go and add them in. And assign recover. Let's keep on going. That's 6.7 million liters of fuel. Kill beans. I mean, that's barely enough to run like 2 of our ships, but... Oh, crap. We actually do need Gallicite on Perth. We can't take all of it. But if we can get some mines over here, that will provide a small trickle. Yeah, we can't actually take all of the Gallicite because some of our ships are being maintained over there. So we'll get that sorted momentarily, because if you remember, we actually have an airfield stockpile. We have one airfield stockpiled, so we're actually going to take that airfield and we're going to ship it over to Perth so it can do its own maintenance over there. Who's done? Al-Fakir. There you are. Stick another 1,000. Construction factory in Melbourne. Cool. Ah, crap. That was... Is that going to go the full 30 days? 18th of August and the 19th of... No, it's done a 1. Alright, cargo's failed to load the uranium. That's... fine, that's to be expected. Stop. Perth A1, we are going to unload Gallicite. On my Gallicite. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, well, unload the Gallicite then. It's only 3,000 Gallicite. We don't need 3,000 Gallicite. So, trade out the Gallicite for the uranium. Okay, it's fine. Yeah, they're done. Alright, cargo. Well done. Okay. Head back to Australia. Refuel. And unload all minerals. Oh, how much fuel did Double Jump pick up this time around? Not even enough. 1% of its tanks. No, just go home. Automated mine done. Automated mine done. Wait a second. Shit, are you guys still there? Go home. It's fine, it's secure. It's secure enough. And we better rename them properly. Wait. Oh, right. That works. in theory. Jump point found in Rockhampton, and Rockhampton has been surveyed. That's an interesting notice. Probe out of fuel. I think that's a mistake. Leif Erikson. You're still doing fine on the maintenance clock. Go through, do a geo. And that was Rockhampton, wasn't it? Yeah, Rockhampton. Actually, do we want to explore through Rocky? I think I like Rocky. Rocky had good shit in it. Might actually get the game to go through Calm. Yeah. Come back. Come back. Come back to Australia to refuel and resupply while you're at it. And then once you're ready, we shall ship you off to Calm, where you can do some exploring. Okay. Nothing new. Titanium on Perth A5 has been exhausted. Yep, no surprise. 1,000 tons added to Holmextilson. Hang on. Holmketilson? I don't know. That's a little bit beyond me. That's a little bit beyond me. Well, no, it's a lot beyond me. Anyway, abandoned mine recovered. Bastion has been completed shore leave. Yeah, whatever. Alright, size 6 launchers are done. So let's go shift that 5 into magazines. Yes, magazines will take the longest. So shift these up to 20. It goes from May 64 to March 64. So not quite enough to be really great, but oh well. Okay. We're in September 63, so we should be seeing, I believe, our first Mark IV freighters rolling off the line. No, it's in October. Shipper modifications are done. Alpha Q. Add 1,000. Yep. Keep going. And Perry Nolan. Keep going. Oh, they launched a new harvester. Great. Infrastructure, deep space tracking, construction factory. Shore leave done. Yep. Sounds about right. Nothing new. Okay, I gotta know. What the hell is this? Oh! That's shell water. Building the jump gate. Okay. Alright, there they are. Haulers are done. You stick another 1,000 on you. Alright, we are going to build another 4 haulers. Get them in the pipeline. Oh, and we have completed 0.25 research power mod on Perth. So Perth A1 research. Do me the next one, please. Actually, we could get these guys to do... no. Just do the next minimum power mod. Okay. We've got a couple of haulers. Abandoned mine. Yep. Command assignment. Yep. Yep. Good. Okay, and we are going to name these guys. We name 2 ore runner. Okay, so before we do that, there's a very good order that we want to use. Now, Mercury is shipping with mass drivers, so we don't have to worry about that. Luna is also shipping with mass drivers. Mars is shipping with mass drivers. Perth can't. So Perth needs to be loaded with freighters. But before Perth, I think we're going to want to get Melbourne involved. Now, we don't want the freighter run to come in and steal everything. So what we want to do is we want to set up reserve levels. And I talked about this way long ago, but we're going to set up reserve levels. So 2,000 of this. I don't think we're going to need much neutronium, but let's leave it 250 just in case. Corbamide we're not really using, so 250 because we are digging it. So yeah, only 3. And that's mainly just in maintenance, really. Tritanium, we have high projected usage, so we're going to leave that with 2,000 because we are also digging a lot of it. We have a huge stockpile. 2,000 is going to be more than enough. Boronide we're only using for maintenance, so 250 for that. Marcassium is being dug up reasonably, but we have minimum usage because we're not building any labs. Vendorite has high usage, so 2,000 because we're also digging a little bit. Sorium we're barely using at all, but it's significantly more than the rest of our non-use, so let's leave 500 of those. Iridium 250. Corundium is going to have very high usage, so we'll leave 2,000 of those. And we also want to leave a reasonable deposit of Sorium, so 500 of those. Okay, so with that, we can use a fun little order called load unload minerals to reserve levels. And what this will do is any mineral in here that is any mineral on the planet that has, actually no, it does it in the opposite direction, I believe. So any mineral in here that the fleet has where there is less mineral on the planet than the reserve level, it will unload up to that reserve level. Any mineral on the planet that has more minerals than the reserve level, it will load into. So with one order, we have the load, that we will be able to collect everything above that reserve level, and then we can ship it back to Australia. unload all minerals. Okay, so that will ship us 50,000 minerals, because each mineral is 2 tons. 50,000 minerals off Melbourne. And Melbourne has 170,000 in the stockpile. A good chunk of that will be the titanium. 170,000 in stockpile and 10,000 total reserve level. So with 2 runs should mostly drain it out. We don't have anything above reserve level, so yeah. Okay. That will of course change as the construction cycle processes, but like it's not really using that much. Like you can see that its production is going to far outweigh, especially with Geelong supplying resources as well, like uranium, boronite, macassium. So we're not really mining 8,000. We're realistically mining 10,000 tons per year. Not counting the reserve level, that means that with a 50,000 load, we can expect 1 run every 5 years to easily collect all the minerals here. So 1 run every 5 years. It's only going to take us a couple of months tops. So then we can take the rest and we can go to Perth. And we need to deliver some mass drivers and mines here, I think, because the uranium, gallus, and gallusite are going to be extremely valuable, and there's a lot of it there. And it's all, and we have population. We have 25 million workers. We can send mines here. Put them in the slave camps. I don't care. And we have 43 million here. We want to take the construction factories and ship them over to Melbourne, maybe. That would be good, and get those ordnance production over there as well. We also have 1,200 mines, but we have 8 years before we really realistically want to ship them over. Reserve levels. 200 million. Shut that off. Reserve levels, I think I'm going to set 2,000 for each. Just because it's a big world with currently a lot of industry. So if we really come down to it, we can build something real quick if we have a fair bit of reserves on hand. There we go. So reserve level of 2,000 there. And we have this one here, which we definitely want to tap at some point very soon. But we are currently waiting on terraforming to complete. Oxygen is about halfway done. Okay. Let's go. Alright, there go the ore runners. By the time they get back, we'll probably get the next batch. And I like how quick they are. Like, they are fairly reasonable quick. Okay. Nothing new. Keep going. Nothing there. Okay. Capacity added. More capacity. Keep on going. We're burning up a fair amount of uranium, but we have huge reserves right now, so we're not really too concerned about saving up right at this moment. Another mine. Nothing. Nothing. Leif Erikson is done, and we have 1,000 tons on this one. I think I'm just gonna set it for 5,000. It's not time efficient, but I don't have to worry about it as often. Leif Erikson. Yeah, no, it's he just got back 3 years. We'll do an overhaul. Okay, how are we doing? They're coming back. Let's see what the haul is. 20,000 uranium. Woo! 17,000 neutronium and 11,000 cobamide. Yes! Very nice. And if we have a look, we can see that our stockpile is just below 2,000 because we do actually drain. That one's red. Yeah. So we have uranium here. Geelong is producing uranium, which is being shipped. So that's closer to 1,000. So yeah, it's fine. Yeah. So stockpile is just under the reserve. Stockpile is just under the reserve. Where is the neutronium coming from? I have no idea where the neutronium came from. Cobamide is... So got most of it off. But you'll notice that it started from the uranium and worked its way down. So we're not going to get that extra gallicite until we've taken everything else. So keep that in mind when ordering your freighters to pick up from planets that have huge reserves. If you need a specific mineral, pick up that specific mineral first. Alright, shipyard modified. Alright, which one is that? Perry and Nolan? They're only up to 5,000. Wow, okay. Yeah. I'm gonna run 5,000. Like I said, it's less time efficient, but less annoying, and we're gonna get through the episode faster if we're not stopping to stick new tonnage on. Okay. The nest is ready. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, this is junk. Nest. Rename to task group. Alpha, if I can spell right. Okay, and we want 2 cactus classes for that lovely point defense, and we don't want to bring a Potteroo, but I do want to steal a sensor wallaby. Speaking of a sensor wallaby, that's the other thing that I never actually built. So Butcher does 12,000, and I believe Magpie does the same. Yes. So we're going to copy this design. We're going to... We need 9.54 cross section. Strip that out. 9.54. Hang on. 9.54 minus 2.84 is 6.7. So we need a sensor that is 6.7. Active sensor. 6.47 or 7? It's gonna have to be 7. Is it? Do we even need it that far? I mean, Magpies run bull ants. which have a range of 40 million. And wedge stars only have a range of 20 million, so we only need 40 million range. But we need 20, so they can target everything. There we go, 41, size 4. We can get up to 9. No, 9 is too much. Yeah, size 4, and that will give us a little bit more tonnage for things like fuel, to give it more range. So, surveillance 41.3. Create. Okay. I think I'm spelling that right. I'm probably spelling it wrong. I'll fix it between episodes or something if I'm spelling it wrong. Sensors and fire control and... Wait, is that a new sensors guy? Oh my god, that's just the new sensors guy. We have a new sensors guy. Okay. Okay. That's amazing. We have finally a new sensors guy. He's a little bit shit, but we have a new sensors guy. Yes! Yes, 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 yes. Can't queue that, otherwise he'll finish it. Okay. Alright, it's going to be done in February. That's going to take a little while, but whatever. We're not in too much of a rush at the moment. But there is one thing we need to do. Question is, do we want to bring the butchers? Or do we want to bring the magpies? I think we're going to load the wing that is actually most useful when we run into an enemy. And that's the great thing. We don't have to overhaul the ship. We just have to load the wing that's actually useful. If we detect, say, a precursor or an NPR, we can bring along... well, we're sending our entire battle fleet if we detect an NPR. But like, depending on what we detect, we can just load that wing and send it off, and away you go. Deal with the threat, come back, unload, and then get whatever we want. So very, very useful. Carriers are extraordinarily useful when you have later technology. Why are we slow? I don't know why we're slow. I feel like something's getting passing in and out of detection range, and it's slowing things down. Oh well. Ah, we have a jump point into Canberra, a jump gate into Canberra, which is good. Alright, 1,000 tons added to this one. We're going to add, yeah, 5 for 16. That'll get us up to 16,000. This will get us up to 18,000. One of these two is going to be able to build our ships well. 450 tons of boronite. Wow. That's depressing. Okay. Keep on going. All runners have completed orders. Excellent. Now, do it again. Are they doing it again? I don't know. Let's see what they do. Completed orders. Okay, we're just gonna... okay. Do that then. 5 seconds. Okay, what are you doing? Okay, well, you're not actually there. You're in Seoul. That's a dumb order. Stop it. But we are going to go and load, unload. How far off is the next batch? Halfway there. Yeah, by the time they get back, they'll be done the rest of the way. Alright, our launchers are done. And we have nothing special. Alright, 10%. We are going to shove this into the magazines, get them up to 30, try and get them out earlier. December, February. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. There is something very interesting that I just realized, though. If we combine the Kanga and Joey's and, like, oh, I just realized something. We can stick a Joey in the nest and then accompany it with censorship, with the sensor fighters and a couple of missile fighters. So the missiles come in, and the missile guys come in. Well, no, we need point defense. Well, still, it's a reasonable plan. So the missiles come in and they knock out. They deliver a quick strike, and then the gunship comes in and goes bam, 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 and beats the living snot out of everybody. So, yeah, good work, good work. Mineral shortage. Are we out of gallicite again? Wow, we are using a lot of gallicite. Where the hell did all of our gallicite go? Did we really use it all? Well, I mean, we're planning on using all of our... I mean, this is like years away. But none of this is using gallicite. These engines are super expensive. How expensive are these things? $625 gallicite each. Okay, commercial nuclear pulse. Scrap those. And we're only building 40. Are those the mag plasma? Yeah, okay, we'll scrap the mag plasma ones. It's 30% of the cost, but it's a little bit extra gallicite. We can scrap that, that's worthless. Okay. How much do we pick up? Probably not much. Abandoned automated mine. Okay. Well, it's not a huge deal at the moment. Oh, cargo are coming. What do they have for us again? They have... They have Duranium and Vendorite. Not that we really need it. Alright, tracking speed 8000 gear is done. 30 centimeter laser has commenced. Brilliant. I'm gonna go quickly just turn off. Hang on. Asteroids with minerals only? Colonies only. There we go. A little bit less busy. Okay. Yeah, so we are low on gallicite again. Because our only real source of gallicite... Hang on. Remind me again. I know it's none of these. It's not Perth. Perth A3 is not being mined at the moment. Nothing there, nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. This is where a gallicite is going to come from. And this currently has a very high stability cost. Might be worthwhile starting to send people over there anyway. Because, I mean, it's going to get terraformed. And we've done 8 cost colonies before. That's down here. Right? It's just through Adelaide down to Brisbane. That's doable. That's very doable. Hang on, is that? Uncolonized costs less than 2. No? What is these should be uncolonized less than 2. No. I can't remember. Okay. Not that important. What is important is that we get some gallicite onto Australia. And we get that brilliant source. So I think what I might do is I might start tapping Brisbane immediately. Yeah, I might start tapping Brisbane immediately. So, infrastructure, 1,000 demand. And Perth A1, you have 4,000. Actually, I might just send 4,000. 4,000 supply. $4,000 demand. And how many mines do we have in places? 148. We can send 100 mines over there. Let's send 150 mines. The other 2 are going to be done soon enough. 150 mines. And 150 mines. Okay. Because I want to start tapping this gallicite at minimum, just to start building up a stockpile that we can ship over. So let's see how they do. The infrastructure will make a habitable space, which should start kicking off that's done. Copper mine, titanium. Which should start kicking off the civilians, and then the civilians and the infrastructure will basically take over from there. Alright, 7,000 cobamide and 42,000 titanium. One more, and we should drain it down to reserve levels. Civilian construction, factory restored, run repair, automated mine, 7 million? 7 million, yep. Nothing else of importance. Alright, cargo and completed orders. Yeah. Let's get you heading back to Perth A1 and load minerals to reserve. I think there might be something a little bit broken with that order. I think it just automatically cycles constantly non-stop until because it's load and unload, so I think you might be able to use the freighter as like a reserve or something. I don't know. Fighter factory, hooray. We also want to tap Newcastle A3 anyway for the settlement, which is there. So I'm going to want to tap that eventually. Alright, cargo's heading off. They're not the fastest, but they do get around and they do carry a lot. I'm also considering making like a super freighter, but we don't have the Gallicite at the moment for pretty much anything, so let's keep that for later. Alright, here come the ore runners. We're gonna get a good economy going with the. Oh right, our freighters are not getting built because of the Gallicite shortage. Yeah, they're actually not too far off. Banded mine, yeah. Yeah, the freighters would have been done by now if we didn't have that shortage. Alright, we're almost unloading. There we go. And one more. Load to reserve. Off you go. Do we have 50,000 minerals on Melbourne? Not really. We have 10... Yeah, no, we actually do. We might end up not getting that Gallicite anyway. Ah, well. Like I said, like we know, we do have that trickle of Gallicite coming in. But, hey, at least we don't really have a critical duranium issue at the moment. And we have a lot of other stuff. We actually are running low on boronite. Huh, go figure. How bizarre. Okay, Ground Force Training Facility, yeah. These are like the worst things you can get because you can't move the damn things. Yes, I'm pretty sure you can't move the damn things. I'm mostly positive that you can't move the damn things. Ah, hauler is done. Finally. And 8 to 10 centimeter railguns have been done. Hooray, I guess. I'm going to keep the haulers in hand at the moment until the ore runners get back. Okay. Our surveillance radar is done. So we are going to... There we go. And where is our... search sensor? There it is. And we actually have a fair amount of space. So... we have 1.7 billion kilometers. I want a little bit more, and I want an extra engineering. I want it to have good survivability. Ooh, almost. 0.4. Okay. So this will actually repair it if it fails mid-flight. And I'm also going to load one of these. That's 377. How does that compare to the Magpie? It's faster. With a bit more range. Don't need tiny. Small, small. Small. So that's 3 billion kilometers, 53 hours at full power. Hair under 400 tons. Compared to the Magpie, which is running at 477. So it's a little bit smaller than the Magpie. But, very importantly, it has the active sensor. So this ship is the one that's going to actually paint the target for us. Right, okay. Might even potentially... That might make it a bit too small, too slow. 12. No, it's fast enough. How does it hurt the range? 2.8, 2.9, 0.1 billion is fine. Yeah, okay, we're gonna do this one. And it's gonna be a... Because it's not really a scout, right? It's more of a fast patrol. No, it's not really a scout. I consider a scout to be something that flies out and spots things for, to see the thing in the first place. This is more of a painter. So this is more of a high-speed scout, maybe? Not interceptor. It's closer to an AWACS. I think. Is AWACS more... Yeah, because AWACS, I believe, is for, like, field support. Rather than just going out to see what's to see. Right? I think. Recon. That's more appropriate. Yeah, okay. I'm going to go with Recon because I can't be bothered going through finding all of them. 53 hours, 24, 36. It's got 3 days of fuel. 24, 48. No, yeah, it's got a bit more than 3 days of fuel, so I'm going to bump this to 0.1. Because it doesn't actually hurt it. Like, at all. Yeah. Okay. So, that's fine. So, we are going to build 3 of them, I think. There we go. Of course, it cost Galasite, which we don't have, so it's just going to complain at us for the time being. Right, and we have spare labs, so we are going to put this into... You know what? I'm going to give it to you. Because you... I want to up the mining further. Because that is the most important thing right now. We need more. We just need more. We need more output of resources. So that... Yeah. Oh, a troop transport bay. Cool. Construction factory and 10 million liters of fuel. Lots of fuel on Melbourne. Excellent. Actually, I've got a great idea. you. Melbourne. Load Gallicite. And then load unload to reserve level to fill up what's left. And then come back to me and tell me what you've got. Because that'll put enough Gallicite back on that it can maintain its ships. But you're going to have to wait until next episode to find out if that actually worked. The most amazing cliffhanger. And there's our maintenance set back home. But I'll see you next time, because we're out of time. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you then.